because we were going to try and fit in another review. I don't think we've really got...
Oh, we can do like a quick 5 minutes.
do a quick one, can't we?
Yeah. I'm going to sit in silence because I haven't seen this film.
Well, you can come in for the segues.
Yeah, I'll help with your transition.
Segue.
Yeah. So this week, last week actually, The Lobster came out. And,
Yorgos Lanthimos' first English language film.
Oh, it was the first... Oh, yeah.
Because he's a Greek guy. He made Dogtooth, and he made a couple other Greek films that I haven't seen.
So the basic premise of this film is that in this dystopian future, everyone that's single, it's illegal to be single, and if you aren't currently single, then you get sent to a hotel where you have to find love within 45 days, or you become an animal of your choosing. So it's pretty bizarre right from the onset, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that's kind of the humour it runs with, isn't it? Absurdist kind of.
It definitely, it's kind of between a satire of like modern society and at the same time just a really dark comedy.
Like
it flips between the two.
Yeah. Comedy.
Yeah, very dark comedy. Yeah.
There were parts of this where I was like, "That's just nasty. That's not funny."
See, it's because I thought your humour would be darker than mine, but
that's what I figured.
I laughed at one of those.
I think
parts,
I need.
And you didn't.
If my humour's dark, I think I need it to be goofy at the same time.
Okay, so not serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's not to say that I didn't like this film.
No.
I just don't feel like I 100% got it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know. I think it's either too blunt or it's too vague.
Yeah,
and there's nowhere in between.
Exactly, it needs to find that in between.
A film of two parts, essentially, and that's not just plot, but also thematically. And it's just everyone gives good performances, and the scripts. Well, the ideas are all there. It's just that they don't spend enough time to focus on the ideas as much as they possibly should.
You can't see it, but I'm nodding at everything Jack's saying. Because there were times where I was laughing quite hard, and there were other times where I was just very, very confused for quite long periods of time.
Yeah.
And we won't spoil it, but the ending does feel like a bit anticlimactic.
It does feel like a bit like, it just wasn't... It didn't go the full distance that it could have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just felt like they didn't know a proper way to end it, and so they thought, we'll just leave it off here, and maybe it'll mean something to someone.
Yeah.
But it's definitely...
It's unique. It's a very unique film. It wins points for originality, definitely.
Yeah, and that's why I think where the ideas are so good that like you could have done anything with this idea, and I feel like they just didn't do enough of it. And they leave locations that I feel like there's potential that they could have used even more, and definitely. It's just again I think that's the overall review, is that it had more potential than
there's almost too many ideas crammed in.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like big blockbuster. There's 3 hours where they have on like lots of different plot lines, blah blah blah. Just a single plot line, but they still didn't.
Concepts that they kind of throw in on top of each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but
what would you give it as a rating?
I think it's a 7 as well. It's
really?
Yeah.
I'm going for the classic Jack Gracie 6.
The 6. Oh, I think I found it a bit funnier in parts than you did. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Like again, some ideas there's too many, and then the decent ideas they don't expand upon enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our thoughts on The Lobster.
James, are you ready for the segue?
I am ready for the segue.
Segue it up.
I thought you were gonna. Oh wait, I've just thought of a perfect James transition.
Go on, you do it. You do it because I'm lacking.
Well, we've kind of been a bit shellfish with the mics, so we'll stop talking about The Lobster.
Oh,
that was truly painful.
Dear, oh dear. Anyway.